Alright, sorry you had to deal with the flight being delayed for the first week of us doing this, but we'll get started with something here. Well, this is what we left off with at the end of the meet and greet. So, not knowing what happened with it, I'm just going to treat it like it's a brand new thing. So, these are the steps to take with all three rhythms we're going to take a look at. And I'm definitely skipping several steps going from each, or go with all three of these things. Usually I build up to these different rhythms, but because of the knowledge and skills you demonstrated in the meet and greet, I'm going to see if this goes okay. So just give it the best you got, and we'll see what happens when we do get to meet next week. So, metronome approach, starting at 60 for all three of these each day. And you're going to spend about 10 to 15 minutes working them up as fast as you can. All you have to do is play each thing once. So just focus on number one. Work that up as fast as you can before you touch number two. And same thing for number three. Get number two as fast as you can before you mess with number three. And then the next day you start the process all over again. Always start at 60 no matter how fast you got the next or the previous day. Doesn't matter. Never, ever, 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 never ever go faster than 5 beat per minute increments. This is so crucial to getting the most out of this. Don't do it. Don't do it. 5 beats per minute max. When you're working it up, to know if you played it well enough to increase the speed, just ask yourself, was it good enough to be on a recording? That's the level of perfection we're going for. Sure, you're going to hear some string noise as far as like the, that sort of thing every now and then, but we don't want just like open strings ringing out or other strings we don't play. We don't want the string vibrations to come through. So good enough to be on a recording, that's what we want. Play it once. One and done. One and done. Not beneficial at the moment to do several repetitions before going on. Because if you do several repetitions, you're just eating into the time that you have and the mental energy that you have before you get going faster and faster. So I'm going to demonstrate everything at 4 different speeds. So this way you can compare what I'm doing to what you're doing. Make sure everything looks and sounds the same. Every time the metronome clicks, you're going to be strumming down. So you're going to line up the downstroke with the metronome. The upstroke comes in between the beats, so we'll have a constant down, up motion with the right hand the whole time. Sometimes you hit the strings, sometimes you don't. Focus on having a nice smooth rhythm the whole time. Highly recommend. Definitely do this. Count out loud as you play from 60 to 120. After that, if it starts feeling too fast, forget about counting out loud. But being able to say what you play is crucial to be able to handle really difficult rhythms. Fantastic habit to build. So tap the foot along with what you're playing. Say it out loud. Say what you play from 60 to 120. After that, definitely keep tapping the foot. You may have to start tapping the foot on every first and third beat as it gets going faster, but it's still possible to tap pretty fast. So track what you get to each day would be good. You can look at how you're progressing, and if you go faster than what I do in the demo here, that's fine. Just get to where you can. If you are easily getting past 240, what I'd like you to do is send a video demonstration over. So just want to be extra careful, make sure everything's done correct. We don't want to jump the gun on anything, because I know you're experienced, but I have worked with others who are experienced, like about same amount of years pretty much, and they think they've nailed something, and it turns out they did not. So don't want to take any chances. I want to make sure it's done well, so this way you're getting the most out of this stuff. So yeah, if you get past 240, go ahead and send a video demonstrating how it sounds and looks past the 240. I'll check it out. And when we meet next week, I'll be asking you to demonstrate all this stuff. We starting at 60, and basically go up, and like most likely what'll happen, I'll ask you to go up in 20s until you're about 20 beats per minute under your max. And that usually goes well for most people. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions with that stuff, please let me know. Demo time. So you know the count from this one. You did it last week. For numbers 2 and 3, what I want you to do, see if you can figure out the count before watching me do it. And here we go. 60 beats per minute. Number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2. 120, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, number 2. So yeah, every bar is a different rhythm. So less downbeats being played on makes it much more challenging. 60 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 4, 1, 2, and 2, 3, and 4, and 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though this last chord and all of these examples is a whole note, I just hit it just for the one beat. Got to fill up the bar with something, might as well just be a whole notes, but no need to let that ring out all 4 beats. That's not the important part. 60 beats per minute for number 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 3, 4, and 2, and 1, 2, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 120, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't remember what scale stuff we talked about in the meet and greets. I may have sent the 3 notes per string scale shapes. I'll attach it to this email containing the link here to the video. But basically you want to start memorizing one at a time if you haven't already. So yeah, it'll be sorry, I'm having a total brain fart right now on what I would like to say. So when you see the image there, you'll have like your different mode shapes one after the next. So you want to be able to play like the C scale and C Ionian up and down from memory before you move on to the D Dorian. And then you need to go from Ionian to Dorian comfortably from memory before going to Phrygian. Learning one at a time is the best approach. Putting on backing tracks, like just look up an A minor backing track, and improvising with those scale shapes is a fun way to learn them, and a really, really good way to memorize what's going on there. And it's a lot more fun than just going up and down. Good idea to go up and down the scales, but making music with it, that's the most important thing. And because you want to improve your lead playing, improvisation is a necessity, so it's something you got to do. If you have any questions with doing improv, let me know. Any questions with this stuff, let me know. And see you next week.